Now that is one trippy looking mushroom. It's alive, it's moving, it's pulsating, it's flashing. It's crazy. uh, you know what, guys? Our skin, this pink stuff or brown stuff or whatever kind of stuff you got, not only does it make us look good, it is really amazing. It keeps our guts inside. It does all kinds of stuff. It regulates our body temperature. It protects us from pathogens and infections and stuff that would kill us. And one of the things it also does that we probably take for granted is it protects us from the deadly rays of the sun, which is something skeletons, I'm sure, wish they had the luxury of, because I mean, these guys can't go to beaches. They pretty much have to stay indoors all times. This is not what I meant to be doing, but once I started placing a few, I couldn't stop. There it goes, there it goes. Okay. The thing I actually wanted to check out was just a quick experiment here. How does Thorn's armor work when mobs kill you and they're at low health and they die? Do they give you experience points or not? I wasn't too sure. Oh, come on. Let me do it. What am I, 17? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, I'm not in. Wait, what? How did I get into... Why are they doing so little damage? Oh, it's because I'm so close and it's 152. They do so little damage. It's like nothing. I thought I was still in creative mode there. Okay. Let's just reset this. So I think they're gonna drop experience points when they die here. We'll find out. Oh. Yeah, look. Okay, so they do drop experience points, and probably like if they have armor or anything else, they have a chance of dropping that too. Come on. That'd be amazing if we could see this guy drop his armor, or that bow. But they're spawning too quick. Come on. Oh, did he drop it? I'm pretty sure they do, but it's a chance thing. Anyway, let's go on to our LP. So, I have pretty much finished the You've Been Etho'd guy. I think it turned out pretty good here. I went back to the Nether and I harvested another 5 or 6 stacks of glowstone to do the internal ring going all around. And that makes it look a lot better, I would say, because it used to have like gray going around and it broke up the image kind of. Now it's a constant background. And in total, that background of glowstone is like 15 stacks or so, which is by far the most glowstone I've ever used on a project. It's insane. But I'm worth it. I'm not going to cheap out on myself. That would be wrong. That's actually kind of a nice thing about playing single player. Like, you don't have to worry about somebody going through the Nether and taking all the glowstone, Neberus, or the quartz or whatever. There's plenty in supply. So I've also, if there's one thing I've learned from BOO, planting grass and trees and stuff makes makes any project look better pretty much, and it's really easy to do. So I got a couple trees around here now. I've evened out the sides. Remember there was the sharp cutoff before, and now it's kind of leveled off, and I think it blends in pretty well. Same with this side. I think this side turned out a little bit better than this one, but I think it's good. Let's head on up. Whoa! Punched myself. I still might add some waterfalls around here yet, though. So this is what I added all around this 5 block wide ring on the inside. Pretty cool. But anyways, today, guys, I think we're going to go work on that zombie pigman farm some more, for a little bit anyway. So let's head on over to the Nether. This is where we are building our zombie pigman farm, our gold farm. We cleared this out, I think, 2 or 3 episodes ago with the TNT, and I've gone through and cleared even more with the pick. And I still have a bunch to go, though, especially down below here, because we need the zombie pigman to fall quite a ways, too. But let's head on up. So this is, I think, the center, right here. And we need to... Oh. Smooth. Smooth. We need to sort of build our spawning pads in the shape of a semi-sphere. Like with that as the flat part. The ceiling here as the flat part, and it kind of doming outward. Sort of. Try to imagine that. So the spawning pads, how far is this? Let's check this out. I don't know how big. Oh, whoa. I think I just walked across that. That was pretty cool. I don't know how big we should make them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Huh. I think what I want to do is make a 3 wide space in the center, and then make it go out. Let's go out 16 blocks. Make the spawning pad 16 blocks long. And if we want to expand it in the future, we can and go out. I think we can do up to 30 blocks long for each pad. So, let's... What's our height here? We need 3 blocks height for each one. I think this is where we're at, yeah. I'm going to build it out of the stone slabs, I think. The main thing I'm worried about while building this actually is the gas. We're going to have to put a cage around this thing, and I'll probably have to do that pretty quick, but for now I'm going to try build it with the gas around, and I'll just have to shoot any that appear because they're going to blow up my pistons and string. I got to use tripwires, redstone. All that stuff can get blown up by gas very easily. So let's just kind of get started here. I'm going to be using JL's high efficiency spawning pads for this, because they have lots of air spaces, and that makes increases the chances of mobs spawning on a small area. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, that's what we want. Okay, and then it goes, let's see if I can remember this. I think it goes pistons here. I'm gonna really run out of redstone on this build. I don't have much at the moment, and every one of these pistons takes 1, and then we need redstone on top of each piston, so I'm gonna run out very quickly here. I got lots of iron, so that's not a problem, and I got lots of... I don't know if I have much string around. I'll have to check that out too, but for the most part we got what we need for this. And then we put redstone on top of this. The problem with these slabs is you gotta place 2 blocks for every one, but I do really like using these in the Nether because they're nice and bright. Okay. And do I have any more? I do. So then this will come out. It's got to come out 2 blocks, then up. And actually, I think the way I did it on the Minecraft servers, I had a half slab underneath too. Like that. And then you put your tripwire over here, and then that runs all the way across. So when a mob spawns on this area here, they're going to spawn inside the tripwire, and that's going to tell all these pistons to extend and push whatever is on this pad off. And go out here. Okay. Connected. Good. So let's run some redstone along here, and I'm not going to do all this on camera, don't worry. I just wanted to do a half here, and then I'll do a bunch off camera. This is a very large build. Uh-oh. But it's a very repetitive build, so I don't think it's going to take too long. Like, it's fairly easy to do it. But I'm not guaranteeing we're going to get it all done today, that's for sure. Especially the cage. I don't know how to do the cage. I'll probably use iron bars for that and try and mix a pattern in. So then I think we got to connect over here. That'll go to the tripwire. Yeah. No. That's good. I don't want to be up there when he shoots again. Alright, so that's the general idea behind it. And then we'll put several more pads below that. And we'll probably space them out a little bit too. Like, we gotta do that sphere like I said. So I'm gonna work on this for a bit, and I will be back. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Really? Ah! Well, that wasn't very nice. Still mad? Don't be mad. Don't be mad! Don't be mad. Oh. Dang it. I didn't get my sword. Or pick. That was a mistake too. Dang it. So I was up on the spawning pad. Gas shot at me. Shot the gas. And I don't know if the gas ball made them made them mad at me or what. But yeah, I tried to jump down and get away from him, and they like jumped off the pads and got me anyway. They like kamikaze to kill me. And I have no ender pearls. This is a nightmare. Yeah, so the problem... Get out of here. Problem with this creeper face is that I have to ender pearl through it, right? Which is fine, but I have been neglecting getting more ender pearls, and I was carrying the last of them, so didn't make it through, did it? I don't see it. Oh, it is there. Come on, let me get the boat. Placed it too far, I think. Whew! Come on, live. Am I gonna live? There's no point going through if I'm not gonna live. 2, 1.5. 1 half. Ah! Well, I feel a little silly now. Because guess what I had a bunch of just laying around. Okay. I've heard that if you just wait 40 seconds, the zombie pigman will forget about you. Or another option, in fact, is I could... Let's maybe run far away and they'll despawn. And then run back. That should work too. We'll do the time thing. Just in case they have my sword and stuff. I'm not sure if they'll despawn with that. So I would say that's pretty close to 40 seconds. Can't wait too long or it's gonna, all my stuff's gonna despawn anyway. So let's go up and just see how they're feeling. Let's test their emotions. I think they would have followed me. Yeah, they forgot. They love me. Okay, good. So, oh, look at this. Yeah, I was fighting the gas. Hey, no, 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 you don't, you jerk. What did I do to that one? Why that one? I'm not gonna hit him. Just want to get the rest of my stuff. Up we go. Okay. I was in the middle of testing something, actually. Oh, there's lots of them mad at me. I bet you there's some up here mad still, too. Stinking gas, man. Just want to see something. No, big mistake, big mistake. I'll be right back. I don't deserve this kind of treatment. You guys won't leave me alone. Oh, I'm in so much trouble now. Just wanted to get the rest of this stuff too. Oh, look at that. Okay. I can't find my sword. I think my sword burnt up. For glory! Yeah, they're angry. Are they all angry? Is this guy angry? Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to leave the area and come back because this is bad. I feel much, much safer now. Let's go take a look at this thing real quick here. See what I got done. So, I've decided I'm going to do it like this. I have a total of, well, each of these strips is 16 spawning spaces. There's 2 per set, so that's 32. And there's 4 sets per side, so that's 128. And, oops, don't do that. There's 2 sides, so in total, I have 256 spawning spaces per layer. And I'm doing, I think, 4 layers with this thing. So, one here, here, and then here. That'll make it just over 1,000, I think 1,024 spawning spaces, which isn't going to be enough to like cap out the mob spawning, but I really don't think I'm gonna need that much gold, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get too crazy with this thing. If I really want in the future, I can make it bigger, but this should do. And I'm just laying out the blocks first, and then I'll go through and do the pistons and stuff. But it's going pretty good. Anyway, let's go do something else for today, real quick. So I do have some pretty disturbing news. Oh man, that's not good. Why is it so dark there? Oh, I'm glad I got my bow. It seems Jeff is gone. That has me very worried. I don't know if he's plotting to kill me to get revenge or if he somehow died in the lava. I have no idea. It's a sealed cage and he's gone. So your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. Ooh. Gives me chills though just thinking about it. What I want to try to do now, let's go. I want to show you guys the new villager sounds just in case you haven't heard them. They are hilarious. Yeah. I wonder if I bet you I can do a trade with them. I haven't heard the trade sound yet. That's out. Written book or books. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give the emeralds up just to hear the sound. It's such a waste. Did he do it? I didn't hear anything different. My particles are on. Is it only when I trade like on the last trade? Because I didn't really notice anything there. 15, can't do that. Nope, that's definitely not happening. Alright, anyway. Actually, there's a... I bet you Tom has a trade we could do. Let's go check out Tom. Hey! Do you... Oh, it's... Huh? We could do this. That's awesome. Particles? What new one did you get? Oh, you can get enchanted books. I didn't know that. Huh. I had no idea. That's cool. I want to try breed Zenith, and Donkey here to get a mule too. Is this gonna work with them on leads? And do you always get a mule from it? Oh yeah, that's awesome. Look at that little guy. He looks so bony, doesn't he? He's like stick legs. Cool. So we got a mule. It's pretty small. I don't know if I have... I'm sure I got more wheat around. Let's go check. I don't know. I'm guessing mules are quicker than donkeys. I'm hoping. Actually, let's go up here because I'm gonna need a saddle too for him. See, I'm sure I got saddles. Yep. And sugar. Give him sugar. Does he? Can't remember if they eat bread. I know they eat hay. Try that out. I really like the horses in this game. I need to build some bridges and stuff so I can get around easier. It's growing very slow with that. You like spider eyes? Whoa! Oh, he does that with anything. I thought maybe he really hated spider eyes. Bread? Oh yeah, that's making him grow. And I think he's done. Alright, I think I gotta tame him now. He's got 12 hearts. Wonder how quick he is. Nope. Here. Ah, yeah. Cool. Can we... Okay, you can saddle him. Ah, it's still pretty slow. Still pretty slow. I think you can give him a chest, though, can't you? Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. And if you... Yeah, you have to shift right-click to open it. And you can put stuff inside. That is so cool. I might like the mules more than the horses. I'm not sure. Just because of that fact. That is so handy to have. 15 slots, too. So I think the donkey is actually quicker than the mule. just by a little bit. He has less health though, so I think that might have been the trade-off. And they seem to jump about the same height as each other too. You can tell it's a little bit slower. But anyway, we are going to name him because of his performance and his ears. I dubbed thee Dumbo. Oh man. Maybe one last thing we'll do this episode before we end it. Wilson. I haven't forgotten about Wilson. I'm going to take you guys to a creative world where I was working on some of his components, and we can check those out real quick too. Yeah, I've been messing with a few redstone ideas for Wilson here, and I'll take you guys through them, give you an idea of how they're going to work. So first up, this is pretty simple. You guys know these comparator clocks, where signal goes back to the comparator and it makes it pulse really, really quick, as fast as possible. I was trying to think of a way I could regulate it, like choose to slow it down or remove pulses from that. And I figured this would be a pretty easy way of doing it. Just send it to a block controlled by a piston. And you could have different delay settings for the other side. So if it's at 2 ticks, well, if it's at 1 tick, maybe I'll just show you first. It basically goes at the same speed. You can see they're about the same. Oh, break that. If you slow it down, you can see you can reduce the number of pulses you get out of that. Reduced even more. And even more. So you could... Oh, sometimes it does that. I think that's kind of a glitch, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can regulate between 2 different settings really easy just by doing this. And what does that have to do with Wilson? Well, I was thinking of using this sort of for his stomach. The idea I had, if Wilson can only eat so much food in so much time, basically, if you feed him too much at once, then he gets a penalty, like he gains weight really quickly is what I wanted it to do. So this is what's controlling that. He has wait, is that what I want? I can't remember how this works. I think we want that in there actually. The idea is he can take up to 52 food points. Like this is a buffer, and each pulse represents a food point he got from eating something. And then when his buffer runs out, like where he's eaten too much and he's full, that'll switch, and then each of these pulses would add 1 to his weight. So when it switches, he receives double the weight from the food he eats. So kind of a little penalty for that. Over here, this is for his bladder. I was messing around with this. Quite a bit going on. Basically, every update is represented by this button. Oh yeah, and with this, every update, he'll be able to eat 1 more food point. Like over time, he's going to get pulses from this, and eventually this is going to return back. It's going to go up, and he'll be able to eat again without any penalty. So with Wilson's bladder system, every time updates, this is going to pulse this here. And you can see as is right now, it's not connected to anything, right? So every update that would do nothing. But as Wilson receives food, so as this pulses, this line here, it's going to go to his bladder. Bladder input is over here, and that's represented by what's in this dropper here. So he has 64 plus 16 things in his bladder right now. What does that equal? 80. He has 80 bladder garbage at the moment, and as he receives food, this is going to pulse and he's going to gain 1 every time. And at one point here, once he has enough stuff in his bladder, that triggers, and then this pulse can get through. That goes to a randomizer. There's a 1 in 9 chance that this sword's going to get chosen to go into the hopper, and that will send out the signal to the end here. That then goes to this is his bladder size, like the size of of relief that he releases. So at the moment I have it at 15 just for testing. It's a hopper clock, and that will trigger a pulsar that then goes to send his bladder buffer back to normal, and it then sends out a pulse to this line as well, which will reduce his weight, because when you go to the bathroom you get lighter. So Wilson does too. Anyway, let's try it out. Nothing. So there is a chance Wilson can get constipated from this too. Like if he's not lucky here, he's gonna keep filling up more and more till finally. Come on, poor Wilson. He's not gonna be feeling well at this point. Wow, it's 1 in 9. Come on. Trigger, you stupid thing. That's good. I actually want this behavior, but there we go, finally. So you can see it's sending a pulse out to this thing, and then after a certain amount of time this goes back to normal, and you can see it's back to the state where pulse can't get through until he eats more and his bladder fills up. Oh, Wilson's gonna be so crazy when he's done. I've been trying to decide, like, when he goes to the bathroom, what comes out. Do I make it like brown clay, or do I make it some redstone ore? I don't know what he would go, or how to do it, or how I'm supposed to clean it up afterwards, but yeah, that's gonna be another part of this that I haven't figured out yet. One last thing here to show you. Ignore this in the back. That was my first go at it. This is supposed to be Wilson's immune system. So we wanted to make it where he can get sick and we can give him medicine to make him recover from that. The way this is going to work, this represents his health level here. So it goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As he's healthier, he is less. I wanted to make it so he's less likely to get sick, and as he gets unhealthy, he's more and more likely. So it's I have to do like a variable randomizer here. So we have a bunch of these randomizers I've been using, 5 of them, and per update, I can send a signal to this wire. Oh, well, if I do it like that, it's impossible for him to get sick if he's at 5 health. So let's take this out. So when I take that out, this piston's able to retract. It's no longer being powered. And then when it receives a pulse, it can move forward every time. And it goes over top of a redstone torch, which goes to the randomizer. And if the sword is selected, it will send a signal 3 blocks at this wire, and it'll reach this line here. And if this receives a pulse, it means he gets sick. So as it is right now, it's pretty low chance of him actually getting sick if he's at 4. Oh, there we go. This won't trigger every update either. I'll probably add one more randomizer before this to decrease it. But as he gets more and more unhealthy, more and more of these things trigger per update. That time it's 2. So it's twice as likely to get sick at that point. Unless I adjust the number of stuff in these droppers. I can control it a little bit with that too. It's 2. Let's take out more. 3. So at this point, pretty reasonable chance. It's like every 1 in 3 probably. I don't know what the actual odds are, but you can see it'll increase even more if I do this. It's like every 1 in 2 now. Aha, so that's how that works. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, that's enough with Wilson. Let's go read the comments. So I'm not too sure what happened here, but when I logged back on, like Dumbo was right here, I was beside him. When I logged back on, Dumbo was gone. He's just gone. No idea why he disappeared. I'm guessing Jeff must have taken him. I don't know. Very strange. I dismounted before I logged off too, because I think there's a glitch with that if you're on a horse when you log off, so I made sure to get off. But yeah, it's gone. He's just gone, donkey. I don't know. It's alright, you were faster anyway. Yeah. So, the comment I picked out for today, guys, is this one. Etho'd. Does anyone in real life know you make videos? How do they feel? After about a year of me doing this, I started telling people. And at this point, a lot of people know. I've told a lot of people. Probably at least 40 or 50 by now. In general, people are pretty supportive, and like when I first tell people, usually the reaction is like, really? Like they kind of laugh and say, really? Together, and are usually pretty interested in it too. In general, people have been very supportive though, and yeah, can't ask for anything better really. A couple of my friends are jealous because I get to play video games for a living. Who wouldn't be? The most awkward people I told 2 of my teachers. Like I ran into 2 of my teachers and they were like, so what are you doing now? It's like, I play video games for a living. Oh. Really? Okay. No, it wasn't that awkward, but I think that was, I think they might have expected more. They didn't really understand that it's actually a good job. It is a really good job. So, but yeah, in general, people are supportive, and it's pretty cool. I still like what I'm doing. That's what counts. Anyway, that's all, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.